So this is Chef Chris. I'm here with my trusty assistant Jazz the cat, although she'll remain out of the video for sanitary reasons. So we're going to make vegetarian lasagna. The first part is a blender, and these vegetables are the ones we use, but you can kind of use whatever vegetables you want. So I have here 2 heads of broccoli, 2 sweet onions, a red and green pepper, some carrots, and 3 fresh cloves of garlic. So what we're going to do is let me take the sticker off of the red pepper. We're going to take most of this and blend it. So I bought just the regular Prego Heart Smart. I bought 2 of these. So we have one of them already in the blender. You probably can't put both in unless you have a bigger blender, but you'll combine this as it goes along and put it in another container and then back to make sure it's all together. So step 1 is that we're going to put all of this into the blender and blend it up into a veggie sauce.
Okay. Cat, go to...
Okay, so Craig left me to do this demonstration by myself, so you'll no longer see me. This is what the blended homemade vegetarian pasta sauce looks like. There's some in the blender. There's some in this. Alright, so our next step is that we are going to blend the cheeses. So the cheeses that I have are your normal lasagna cheese, ricotta, and then we're also going to do the natural cheese Italian blend, and then we're going to do the Monterey Jack, and so I do have some Parmesan as well. I may put some of that in there. And then I usually get Fontina cheese, which is kind of an expensive cheese, but it makes it taste really good and a little bit different. They didn't have that at the Kroger I went to, so I just got some crumbled feta cheese, which you wouldn't think, was a lasagna type of cheese, but it's actually really good to add just a little bit of something that's kind of different. So our next step is going to be to mix the cheeses. Okay, so this is what the cheese looks like when it's kind of put together. It's kind of like a paste. I did say the wrong thing on the email. It's the cheese layer that goes down first. So there's one layer of cheese, and then we're going to then we're going to put a layer of the sauce on, and then I'll tell you what to do now. All right, so now we put a layer of the sauce on, and while I was doing that, I also heated up 3 Morningstar spicy black bean burgers, which are vegetarian, and here they are. So I did it 45 seconds, and then I flipped them over and did another 45 seconds. So what you want to do with these now, my hands are clean, is just kind of mash them up, all right? Ooh, they're hot. Maybe I did it a little too long. Whew, they're very hot. Okay, so, whoo, my hands. Okay, so this is kind of like your meat substitute. So once these are fully kind of just shredded, okay, there's the oven that's preheated. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's 3 spicy black bean burgers, microwaved, and then kind of just mushed up. So then what here you want to do is just kind of sprinkle them on top the layer of sauce. Remember, this is kind of like your meat substitute. It has very similar texture, at least that's what people say, to meat. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to wipe my hand off. Okay, now what we're going to do is take the Kroger brand oven-ready lasagna, and this one's broken. We're just going to do a layer. Okay, so as you see, I'm going to do a whole layer of this, and then I'm going to repeat the cheese, sauce, crumbled up, spicy black bean burgers until I get to probably 3 layers. So be right back and you'll see what the end looks like. Okay, so I've done all of my layers, and the final step is that I put the rest of the cherry tomatoes on top, and then I'm just going to drizzle it with some of the leftover cheese. So you get the point. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have both hands, but I'm going to drizzle that over the rest of that, and then I'm going to put it in the oven at about 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. We have to check it. When you see the cheese kind of on the top getting brown, when it's browning, that's probably when it's finished. So the next thing you'll see is the final product. And here's been my helper through this cooking experience. Jazz, you want to say hello? There she goes. All right, are you ready for it? Here is the final finished product. Whew. Just out of the oven, so it's searing hot. But here is my the Chris Seelbach vegetarian lasagna. In the background, you can see my trusted friend Jazz. You know, she's kind of over it, but she still is in the room helping me. So, there you go. Chris Seelbach lasagna. We're getting ready to have a piece. If you make it, let me know what you think.